Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Emojical Vlog. This is a series which I wanted to start at the start of the year, but it got delayed, and I'll give you a very good reason why, or at least I'll give you a perspective of why did it not start the way I wanted it to. And now it's going to start from the next week. But then if it's going to start from the next week, what am I doing over here? I am just giving you some perspective and I'm bringing you to the same page. First of all, tell me how have the first 20 days of the new year been? Have you done something good? Are you living up to your resolutions? Have you already broken a few resolutions? Tell me a little bit about you. Let me know in the comments below. And I as I tell you how my 20 days have been, you'll understand the reason why this vlog did not even start the way it was intended to. I started this year being sick. I was bedridden and it was nothing serious. I just had a really, really bad cold. I don't know where did I catch this infection from, and it was horrible. Horrible to the point that I did not have any energy and I was really not feeling it. To the point, and I have a tendency of not taking any medication or any medicines and not even seeing a doctor until it's unavoidable. So obviously your body takes a lot more time. Yes, if it's news to you, if you are sick and if you don't take any medicines, your body has the ability to recover by itself. This is not medical advice, this is a fact, but you do you. I choose to not go to a doctor unless it's really necessary. It takes 3 or 4 days, you feel horrible, but then again, that's how your immunity builds. And more importantly, that's how most of the world functions. If you're watching this from out of India, you would be wondering why is he even saying all these things, but you don't know how system works in India. If you have any questions about that, let me know in the questions below, in the comments below. So that is how I started my year, which is why I could not live up to my promise of creating these vlog series a lot earlier. But what's done is done. We are back. This particular episode is a catch up episode, and the next episode, which is going to be once before the end of the week, Friday or Saturday, I'm just working on it, is going to be a catch up on all the things that I've achieved. And hence, next week onwards, I'm going to be absolutely structured with the vlog series. I have a very good structure in my mind. I have been working on it for a very long time, and finally, now that it is ready, I'm very happy about it. I had barely gotten back on my feet. I had recovered, and literally, I'm not even exaggerating this, a tragedy happened in my life, and the tragedy was my laptop conked off. Now you would say, how is that a tragedy? I am a content creator and a digital coach, which means literally my business functions on my laptop. Okay, I have to manage it all the time. Now, imagine this. You're not prepared, you're working on your laptop, it's a normal day, and all of a sudden your laptop conks off. And it's not like I'm using one of those cheap laptops that are available. No, I have been using a MacBook Pro M2 series laptop, which was released literally about a year and a half ago. And I was one of the few people in the world to have bought it because I was planning to buy a MacBook M1, but then the store from which I had ordered the laptop did not get delivered on time. So I things just worked out magically in my favor, and I had got the MacBook M2. Now, a MacBook does not get conked off in a year and a half, but electronics are electronics. My laptop got completely conked off. My business came to a standstill. My content creation came to a standstill. And what happened to my laptop? The logic board of my MacBook got corrupted. Now, even if you don't understand tech, just listen to me for 2 minutes and you'll understand. Mac works in a completely different manner. Your hard drive, your RAM, your motherboard, your microprocessor, your router chips, everything is installed on the logic board of the MacBook. And that makes it a very clean machine. That is why your MacBooks are so fast, and that's also one of the reasons why your MacBooks are so efficient. But when your logic board conks off, it also becomes a very big problem, because that is the exact reason why your MacBooks just don't function and you can't do anything about it. I had to rush to the Apple store here in Mumbai, BKC. I'm very grateful to be living in a city where I can just now walk into a Apple store. Otherwise, earlier you don't know what. I mean, you can't even imagine going to one of those resellers and their services, let's say not even 1% of what Apple services. I went to them, I spoke to them, and they gave me a bad news. My MacBook was out of warranty, and they told me the cost to get that logic board replaced is going to be 70,000 rupees. Yes, MacBooks are expensive, repairs of MacBooks are equally expensive. And again, as I told you, considering everything on your laptop is based on your logic board, if your logic board gets conked off, you can't do anything about it. Now, why is Apple logic board so expensive? Because Apple does not repair things. Apple would just take my logic board and replace it with a new logic board, and in a week they would say, "Give me my laptop back." But 70,000 rupees. I completely lost my mind and I was like, okay, give me some time to think about it. I took my laptop and I went to one of my local dealers I know over here. By the way, if you are in Mumbai and if your laptop conks off, I will blindly tell you to go to this service guy called iServe in Ghatkopar area, Ghatkopar East. The person's name is Jigger. You can tell him Manish Ahuja referred you to him, and he knows me. He sort of knows me, and otherwise you can just tell me, and I'll message him or whatever. Even if you don't tell him anything, even if you just walk in, don't tell my name at all, you will still get amazing service because that guy is a gem. I have got one of my earlier MacBooks repaired from him. I've got a few chargers. I have purchased a few second-hand chargers from him. What else? I think one or two more devices of my Apple of my family members have been repaired with this guy. And again, I went with this M2 MacBook Pro to him and I told him, do what you can do. He told me, Manish, considering the logic board has got conked off, I will take at least 3 to 5 days to just diagnose the entire problem. He diagnoses the problem and he at least gave me a number that I could live with. And I got that MacBook repaired. I'll give you a little bit about that story as well. But in the meanwhile, I cannot function without two things. One, I cannot function if I don't have any work to do. I have now become a workaholic, but not in a toxic way. I enjoy my life. I watch movies. I spend time with friends. I do everything possible that makes me happy. But I have to do some amount of work, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, depending on my mood, depending on the day, depending on my schedule. I have to work a little every day. Okay. Now, without a laptop, I cannot function. Yes, I can only do limited amount of research on my iPad. Yes, I can do a little bit of thought process, jotting down and logging on my phones, but that does not make the cut. Long story short, I ended up buying another laptop. I'm very happy with the new laptop. Yes, it's an Apple, but it does not matter which one it is. But this has been the entire story of me having to buy another laptop just because my laptop conked off. These are just the first 8 to 10 to 12 days of my life. Imagine, this is how my new year has started. Besides that, what did I do? Yeah, then it took me a few days setting up the new laptop, restarting everything, regaining momentum. Things have been happening at families, and also my wife is visiting her mother, and we have a big wedding coming up in just another 15 days or so. So things are happening at that end also. My cousin is getting married, so that is what has kept me busy. And just yesterday or last week towards the end, I got the momentum back and I've started creating content again. I am very happy to be back, and one of the few ways to be back is to create this episode of the emojical vlog. What else have I been doing in the first 20 days of my life? I've been reading. I have been reading The Complete Works of Neville Goddard. It's a beautiful book if you're a law of attraction believer, but also not the best book for somebody who's starting out to read about law of attraction. The language is not very beginner friendly. That's the reason why I would not recommend it to everybody. But if you are a law of attraction believer, if you believe in manifestation, definitely read this book. Now, this book is a compilation of 10 small books that were written by Neville Goddard. Every book is about 50-60 pages or so, plus minus. And I needed a palate cleanser after reading 2 to 3 books from this canon. So, as I told you, I was sick. I was so sick I did not even have the energy to open my bookshelf cupboard and just select a book out of it. I just ended up picking up the first book that I could see, and this is the book that I'm reading. It's Inspector Imanashi Investigates. This is a book which my friend very gracefully gifted to me towards the end of last year, 2025, and if there is something that I will have to tell you about Japanese authors, it is that they keep you hooked. Before I tell you more about this book, let me tell you a little bit about the brand marketing masterclass. Now, this is a masterclass that I conduct where I talk to you about how do you build your brand, how do you position your business, and how do you create a marketing funnel for your business, your brand, any brand in the world. If you've been following my content, if you have been watching this video till this time, it clearly means you resonate with my voice. And if you resonate with my voice, I'm telling you, you must attend the brand marketing masterclass. I'm going to restart it very, very soon. But now you can register yourself and get registered on the pre-booking list, and you will stay updated with when I'm going to resume my masterclasses. Follow me on Instagram to also get more information. You can register using the QR code that you see on your screen right now, or you'll find the link to register even in the show notes of the episode description of this particular episode. Now, Japanese authors, coming back to this book, are mind blowing. They write a thriller like it's a literary novel. Everything is so slow, everything is so detailed, everything is explained so beautifully. You possibly cannot quick read a Japanese author, especially if it's in the thriller category. At least Kigo Higashino is one of my most favorites, and now I'm reading this. It's a very nicely written book. I have some about 100 pages to go, so maybe by the end of the week I'll be done with this book as well. This has been my life in the first 20 days of 2026. Tell me, how have your days been? I will give you a few business related updates in the next episode. I have some banking work to do. I have a very big freebie that I am designing. I have already given a teaser of it on my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure that you follow me, because I keep putting a lot of BTS and a lot of updates and a lot of sneak peeks on my Instagram channel. If you have any thought process for me, if you have any suggestions for me, make sure to drop them in the comments below. Thank you for giving me your time and staying back till the end of this episode. I really appreciate you for giving me so much of your time. I'll see you in the next episode. Take good care, stay connected, give me your ideas, give me your suggestions. Take care, keep going, keep growing.